YouTube and X. It's your main man BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. And as you can see, Kaspa is back pumping, guys. I'm not sure what's going on, but Kaspa is back on the move. So let me know what you guys think about that. We'll go over the information and see what exactly is going on. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe in Super Chat. And as always, let's check out the sponsor for the video. This is Caleb and Young sponsoring the BTM Crypto News Network. And Caleb and Young is a crypto brokerage that helps with your crypto custody, and they also give you 24/7 support, and they also give you a one-on-one brokerage to help you navigate the exciting world of crypto. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for all the people that have been signing up and using the service to help support the channel. But thanks for Caleb and Brown for sponsoring the channel as well. Let's go over to the crypto bubbles real quick. You can see Kaspa is up 18%. Oh, wow. World Mobile's up 12.8. Quant's up 5.8. Snake is up 1.1. Bitcoin is down 0.7. Check this out real quick. So Bitcoin is up 0.7 on the hour, down 0.7 on the day, down 6.3 for the week, down 22.8 for the month, and 10.5 on the year. XPR is down 3.2. XPX is down up 5.1. NEAR's down 3.6. Mudan's up 6.3. Zellcast is down 15.4. HBAR is down 2.7. ICP is up 4.7. Brett's up 3.4. Nexo's up 0.9. Ondo's up 0.8. Archblock's up 1.2. DAG is up 1.5. Tau, BitTensor is up 2.5. What is this? Alchemy Pay is up 0.3. Stronghold is up 5.6. BGB is up what is this? 0.6. Radiant's up 3.2. Turbo's up 1.3. KTO is up 10%. Canon Network is up 6.6. You get a chance, you might want to look into this one. Injective is up 2%. GigaChat's up 0.9. Fartcoin is up 10%. ZBCN is up 3.9. Unchanged in the hour, up 21% on the week. Let's go up to 00351. XDC, which a lot of people are talking about, is up 1.5 on the day, 10.1 on the week, down 11.3 on the month, and down 0.5 on the year, up 0.3 on the hour. Bears up 1.2. Putty Penguins up 2.5. Let's go back to Cask. Cask is up 1.5 on the hour, 17.7 on the day, 14.4 on the week, down 11.7 for the month, and down 66.6, weird number, for the year. So we're at the 050. So it did come back from the 043, and I think it was last at what was that, 6 or 7? So that's 6 on the month. For the year, it was at 18 cents. So there's definitely still room to go there. So we'll close the bubbles out. Coin market caps is up 17% on the day. Market cap is 1.3 billion, 17.7. 24-hour trading volume is 118.3, 173.8%. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Looking at the live coin watch saying it is up 1.8 on the hour, 17.8 on the day, 14.4 on the week. It's down 12.08 for the month, 42.2 for 90 days, and 66.1 for the year. So definitely plenty of room to work with there. So let me know what you guys think about that as well. That's weird. Just realized the video didn't start on. That's weird. Why did that not update? Just checking something on YouTube. It's weird. So it is there. Oh, it's kind of weird. So on, where were we? So live coin watch, and of course the KAS Bay. So you can check here for different dashboard information. This pretty much has all the links, the exchange listings, the central exchange, the decentralized exchange. I don't know why the images aren't here. All the wallets. Let's see. That's weird. Okay, there we go. Why is it not loading? The Explorer, Kaspa FYI, the Kaspa Explorer, KRC20 information, and I did load up on some KRC20 tokens. I'm hoping, praying these guys bounce back. But let's go to Crypto Goon. Crypto Goon mentioned he thinks it might hit $1.70 soon, and then we'll go over to
known as KAS, on its way to $1.70. But Kaspa, also known as KAS, on its way to $1.70. But before we get there, make sure you all check out the cryptogoon.com. Over there, I have a free Telegram group for all my people that want to learn crypto futures. And if you're new to crypto futures, you don't understand what it is, we use crypto futures as an extra source to purchase our coins because crypto is a business. We make cryptocurrency a self-sustaining business. So just a trade right here that I had posted in the group right here yesterday. I gave you all the entry and the exit. Okay, so as you can see here, we got in at our entry, exactly at our entry, and then we took profits at the exit. And you can actually take a look at Bitcoin Cash to see and look at for yourself how that trade actually panned out. And you can feel free to look into the group. The trade is there, the timestamps, everything, nothing was removed. And this is pretty much what I do to turn cryptocurrency into a self-sustaining business. Now, over to Kaspa. Now, I know over the past week or so, 2 weeks, crypto's been going down. People have been, pretty much losing it when it comes to cryptocurrency. But KAS is one of the only ones that is actually the number one that has had the most gain over the last 7 days or so, up 17.63%. Okay, so Kaspa has been doing very well. Now, heading over to the chart. Now, I am looking for Kaspa to actually have a pullback, something that most people don't want to hear. But again, I'm a little bit different. I don't make money with hope. Okay, I make informed and technical decisions when it comes to these things. So I'm looking for Kaspa to come down a little bit more, and of course, I'll be using crypto futures to short Kaspa. And then I'll take that money from the shorts and buy the actual coins. So I'm looking for Kaspa to come anywhere between 1 cent and slightly below, in between this 50% and this 618 retracement using the Fibonacci. Now, I reverse the fib, come down here to reverse. And as you can see, my first target is always the 141. When it comes to the 141, it is very accurate. Okay. So I'm looking for 90% accuracy, not 100%. I'm looking for Kaspa once we reach a lower low to take off and come to the 141. 141, which is $1.73. Okay. So just to give you all an example, again, how I use the Fibonacci, I post 90% of my trades on TradingView. I'll give you all an example. So let me scroll down right here, Solana. Okay. So I said that Solana, as you can see here, was going to go from here and shoot up to the 141, $251.78. I'll click the play button and boom, Kaspa, also known as KAS, on its way to $1.70. But before we get there, make sure you all check out the cryptogoon.com. Over there, I have a free Telegram group for all my people that want to learn crypto futures. And if you're new to crypto futures, you don't understand what it is, we use crypto futures as an extra source to purchase our coins because crypto is a business. We make cryptocurrency a self-sustaining business. So just a trade right here that I had posted in the group right here yesterday. I gave you all the entry and the exit. Okay, so as you can see here, we got in at our entry, exactly at our entry, and then we took profits at the exit. And you can actually take a look at Bitcoin Cash to see and look at for yourself how that trade actually panned out. And you can feel free to look into the group. The trade is there, the timestamps, everything, nothing was removed. And this is pretty much what I do to turn cryptocurrency into a self-sustaining business. Now over to Kaspa. Now I know over the past week or so, 2 weeks, crypto's been going down. People have been, pretty much losing it when it comes to cryptocurrency. But KAS is one of the only ones that is actually the number one that has had the most gain over the last 7 days or so, up 17.63%. Okay, so Kaspa has been doing very well. Now, heading over to the chart. Now, I am looking for Kaspa to actually have a pullback, something that most people don't want to hear. But again, I'm a little bit different. I don't make money with hope. Okay, I make informed and technical decisions when it comes to these things. So I'm looking for Kaspa to come down a little bit more, and of course, I'll be using crypto futures to short Kaspa. And then I'll take that money from the shorts and buy the actual coins. So I'm looking for Kaspa to come anywhere between 1 cent and slightly below, in between this 50% and this 618 retracement using the Fibonacci. Now, I reverse the fib, come down here to reverse. And as you can see, my first target is always the 141. When it comes to the 141, it is very accurate. Okay. So I'm looking for 90% accuracy, not 100%. I'm looking for Kaspa once we reach a lower low to take off and come to the 141, which is $1.73. Okay. So just to give you all an example, again, how I use the Fibonacci, I post 90% of my trades on TradingView. I'll give you all an example. So let me scroll down right here, Solana. Okay. So I said that Solana, as you can see here, was going to go from here and shoot up to the 141, $251.78. I'll click the play button and boom, Kaspa, also known as KAS, on its way to $1.70. But before we get there, make sure you all check out the cryptogoon.com. Over there, I have a free Telegram group for all my people that want to learn crypto futures. And if you're new to crypto futures, you don't understand what it is, we use crypto futures as an extra source to purchase our coins because crypto is a business. We make cryptocurrency a
So shout out to the Crypto Goon. I didn't think that video was actually that long, but it appears it is. Let's go over to X and see what is going on with KAS, also known as Kaspa. So make sure you sign up for the BTM Crypto News Network. So let me see here. Where is it? Let me see. I'm actually doing something else in the background. 1 second. Let me see what we got. What is this? This is okay right here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and super chat. Looking for the Caspians in the comment section. Where you guys at today? Let me see. Okay, got the thumbnail. Just wanted to add that thumbnail real quick. And it's weird. Hey, when it does that. So back to the live stream. 1 second. So this is wait a minute. This is BTM Crypto News Network, and we're talking about Kaspa. Let me go to this other video real quick. This is, what is this? XXIM, and he's talking about Kaspa and the block DAG.
My 5 minutes monologue, where I'm about to explain why Kaspa's VProgs could only be possible today due to two key technological breakthroughs. The first one being the zero knowledge technology, and the second one being Kaspa's high throughput. I do think these two potent combination might be the end game for any layer one. Any layer one. Now, side note, in this monologue, I will exclusively focus on zero knowledge part. So let's get into it. In the last 18 months, zero knowledge has crossed the magic line. Let me break it down for you. 5 years ago, if you wanted to use ZK technology for verification, you had to hire a team of cryptographers. Seriously. You had to handwrite a custom circuit for the tiniest thing, likes of proving I'm over 18 without showing my ID. You had to spend over $20,000 in cloud bills and on top had to wait for weeks for proofs to arrive. And today, it's completely flipped due to four key things. The first one being the creation of ZK virtual machines. We went from custom circuits to full ZK virtual machine, likes of RISC Zero, SP1, Succinct, Cairo, Jolt, and Nexus. Now you write a normal Rust or C++ code, hit compile, and the entire program becomes provably correct with zero knowledge. The second, the speed of the proof generation itself. The proof generation went from weeks to milliseconds. It used to take weeks for proof generation, and then now it takes milliseconds. Let me give you an example. In 2022, proving an Ethereum block took 20 minutes. Last year, it dropped down to 1 second. And now today in 2025, with the help of GPUs, you could do it in 200 milliseconds. It's crazy and mind-boggling. The third, the cost of proof generation. In 2022, it used to cost $10 to $50 per proof generation. And today in 2025, proof generation costs under 5 cents. That's a 1000x drop in 3 years. And the fourth key factor, on the fast throughput chains, the verification becomes almost free. A single ZK verification transaction might cost sub-cent on Kaspa versus $1 on a slower chain. To me, at least, it feels we're heading to a world where it's now cheaper and faster to prove something with ZK than to do it on chain. It's crazy. Let me say it again. To me, it feels we're heading to a world where it's cheaper and faster to prove something with ZK. So, what this really means, the chain that can verify millions of ZK proofs per day in fastest and cheapest way wins the entire game. So, here's my plan over the next few months. My plan is to organize the best guest in the world to simplify ZK technology and various decentralized proven networks likes of Succinct. So we're going to go deep into ZK circuits. We're going to go into ZK VMs. We are going to go into ZK cost curves and all of it. Hopefully now you can see how VProgs built on a fast base layer makes perfect sense.
So shout out to
These actually have
XXIM and that quick summarization of the KV. We'll come back to the crypto goon video to 170. Let me see here. Let me add this to the. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So this is Kaspa is Bitcoin that solved the trilemma. Kaspa is not an altcoin. Kaspa is an S coin. It's called Bitcoin, a slow S coin. It's calling Bitcoin slow. Kaspa is what Bitcoin is supposed to be. Let's check out this quick video from K. What is this guy? KF? So I guess there's no sound here, but we'll let the video run real quick. So shout out to the silent video there. That was kind of crazy. Keeping it moving. This is Bitcoin lost the plot. Kaspa is what Bitcoin is supposed to be. Look at me. I am Bitcoin now. That's from that movie with Tom Hanks and hijacking. I don't remember what the name of the movie was. Kaspa is still in the spotlight today, leading the entire top 100, unmatched momentum. So this is Kaspa was up 27.7%. I looked at that this morning like, what the freak is going on? But it's back to 005. What is it now? 00 or 0507, up 16%. So it did come down some. Sui was up 8.6. Bonk was up 7. Putty Penguin was up 7.5. What is that? Alita was up 7.3. XRP was up 5.7. And Hyperliquid was up 5%. This is a sworn to myself to stay honest about Kaspa. No Moonboy promises, but hard facts, fair launch tech, the real risk that many keep quiet about. My verdict and price for 2025. We might check that video out later as well. This is, wait a minute, 910 Spark. Okay, 710. Techonomics 10 out of 10. I don't think this is actual English, so we won't be checking that video out. This is Kaspa, is Bitcoin's vision without Bitcoin's limitation. Shout out to my main man, Freeman. Technical analysis predicted Kaspa's crash. Watch here. The crash was obvious. It's weird because the price is up. Not sure what he's mentioning there. We'll check that video out at some point. But we'll come back to this, back over to X. And we're going to keep pushing. So this is trying to grab the video. There we go. Gotcha.
Kaspa crash was right.
So back over to X. This is top gainers of the day. So we have ArtX, 69% price change. Moned up 66%. Current price 4 cents. This guy's 14 cents. Arc AI rig 5 cents, up 50%. Okay. Yale Finance up 3. Kaspa up 22% to 5 cents. Useless up 16% to 12. Plasma up 16% to 2 cents. IP up 16% to 275. And I'm not sure what the STBL is, 15% to 6. And Ping up 10.8 to 009. Of these tokens, I've probably only heard of 2 of them. So I don't know what crypto death is even talking about. Keeping it moving. This is decentralized streaming, has no limitations. Kaspa and Live Peer is a killer combo. Gamers, listen up. Did you know you can stream your games on Vivoor and actually help Kaspa network while playing? Every stream a transaction, every chat a transaction, every tip you receive a transaction, 100% yours, no fees ever. Play, stream, and strengthen the network is literally that simple. So what are you waiting for? Decentralization. Decentralize your gameplay with the Vivoor. Over to the chat. What's going on? What up? Silver Days. Kaspa's decentralized. Look at its fair launch. It's stretching me, and team did some research. It's stretching me. Team did research. Yeah, no, I've been in Kaspa for a minute, bro. Still can be good. No, I've been holding Kaspa for a while. I just didn't really get too far into it. Centralized, not decentralized. Sorry about that, Peter. You are correct. Kaspa USD all take profit targets achieved. Profit 407%. Period 2 hours and 10 minutes. Focus on Telegram. Kaspa perpetual 407%. I don't do perpetuals or futures, but just showing that out. Kaspa short resistance 100-day moving average OB VWAP from October 10th. And let's see what he's talking about. Looks like there is a serious pump from October. Where's October 10th though? We'll be back here somewhere, right? I don't 100% follow what he's saying, but we're keeping it moving. Kaspa runs its own cycle. Look at Zcash. The narrative will be centered on Kaspa and FOMO fashion, especially with VPROGs and DK approaching. Kaspa behind ideology from the theory to practice. Why the traditional blockchains don't scale. Kaspa's breakthrough to expanding scalability, I guess that says, future ZK systems and reorg handled design. All right, well, shout out to Scape Squad. Not reading all that, but pretty interesting. The Kaspa K heavy rate still dropped by 15% before we were running consistently around 600 to 620 petahash. Now we're around 500 petahash. The significant decrease after checking the current pool stats again. None of the mining pools should be such a substantial drop in hash rate unless some of the miners turn their mining off. I also can't find any expected maintenance announcements, so I suspect there's a major drop from private miners. But why at the exact same time do we have a large private mining farm that shut down? That's what I was thinking. And it was probably who was that? I don't know if Marathon's still mining, and who was the other one? It was Marathon and dang it, I was just talking to these guys too. Riot. Maybe Riot stopped mining Kaspa. I don't know. That's a good question, though. And definitely look into that when we go to the Kaspa SYI in a minute. Kaspa is extremely undervalued. This pump is just the beginning. Pay attention to the ones. Well, that's not what we're trying to do. Where the frick did that happen? Oh yeah, I'm tripping. Pay attention to the ones that are showing strength in this market conditions. Definitely. Told you guys, make sure you check the ones that are green on red days. Those are the ones that are going to run up. And this is Kaspa up 27%, Sui up 9.6, and Bonk up 8.9. This is Vivoor again. Did you know you can stream gameplay on Vivoor and actually help the Kaspa network? And this is Kaspa is the #1 gainer in the last 7 days. I didn't know that. Kaspa #1, 22%. XDC 12%, really. World Financial 12%, XPX 10%, MYX 8%, Bitcoin Cash 8%, Chrono 7%, Pi 5%, and Quant 4%. I didn't know that though. Need to keep an eye on that guy. Just in, Kaspa removes all gains from the 2023 and all of 2024 and all of 2025. That's weird. So see what guys are talking about. It's going down. It's weird because it came up. I'm not 100% sure I'm following what's going on here. Because this is at the 0049. And this was, I guess the high was almost 20 cents. And then it did come down. But I thought it was coming back up today. But we're going to have to look into that a little deeper. Looking for the Caspians. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and super chat. See if we can find the Caspians. Where you at, fam? Update: Kaspa is not stopping. It continues to pump higher and higher, up almost 30% today. We talked many times about Kaspa's connection to Marathon Digital, as key players have chosen as one of only alternatives to Bitcoin mining. Kaspa's part of the operation. However, I think I haven't raised awareness how much backside of it, which means digging into the whole exposure for Kaspa through Marathon. Below is the diagram, getting some cool insight about that. Stop for a second and look. I'll look at the diagram, so I'm not going to read all this. So this is Kaspa, Marathon, Merrill Lynch, BlackRock, Vanguard, Visa, Tangem, Coinbase, Dragonfly, One Key, and Kaspa. I need to make a quick update. CMC ranked top. CMC ranking for top. Kaspa is leading the price movement. Imagine marketing the second best when everything else is going down. Imagine the FOMO. This is Kaspa. So we have Kaspa up 17%. Lithium, 4%, Quant 10%. We need to keep an eye on Quant actually. XPX 6900 12%, and Putty Penguin down 6%. Keep an eye on that guy. Casp up 22% on the daily. You really think we aren't getting an altcoin season? Probably nothing, right? POV buying, me buying every dip for the last 2 years. How I made 8 grand in 3 days. I'm gonna read that one. Really happy about the recent Casper price action. Many of you already predicted the God candle, and the sentiment is becoming on a short-term positive again. I still want to observe this move a bit before calling it a real shift trend. When you look at the current volume behind this pump, it's very low compared to the downside of the previous points of the chart. If so much low volume can push the price strongly upwards, it usually means liquidity is thin and the sellers might be exhausted. That's good, but it also means the move needs real volume soon to confirm it's substantial. Let's look if we can actually hold these levels and build on them. Let's put Kaspa together to places where it really should, second behind Bitcoin, or maybe one place. A little optimism doesn't hurt. It's a lot of optimism, actually. Casper printed a strong 22% breakout backed by real fundamentals, not noise. Key drivers: 35 million cash, well accumulated, tightened supply, breakout above the 005. A big volume spike. Casplex, ZK EVM progress pushing cash towards smart contracts. Utility, momentum, liquidity, and development are finally aligning. Looks positioned for further strength if it holds above the key levels. What is the key level? I think that's like the 00. What is it? The 005. Everything is pushed around the 5, guys. You got to keep in mind, stay with the 5s. And the next push would be back to the 07 cents. So we will see. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's going to hold and sold at 18 cents? May get back in. Peter, I was thinking the same thing. I've been mining in the background, right? Because I think it would take some time to pump back up. But we will see. But I hold a mess load of KRC20 tokens. So hopefully that push will drive the price up. I'll say it. The majority of crypto's wrong. Kaspa has never been this low simultaneously on RSI. Scott's RSI, Scott's momentum RSI. Previous runs happened with imperfect setups. Right now, we're at the perfect setup. The cycle's run will make everything before look flat. I hope so, my guy. I hope so. Millions, Kaspa and millions of home miners will solve this. There will be no real non-controlled currency in the world.
Non-controlled currency in the world. And you're wasting your time.
So you think they
When the DOJ calls someone up and says that's an illegal currency and it's against the laws of the United States of land, if you do it again, we'll put you in jail, it's over.
So you really
There's no issue. There will be, and this is my personal opinion, there will be no real non-controlled currency in the world. There's no government that's going to put up with it for long. It's kind of cute now. You know, a lot of the senators in Congress will say, I support Silicon Valley innovation. There will be no currency that gets around government control. You're wasting your time.
So you think they
When the DOJ calls someone up and says that's an illegal currency and it's against the laws of the United States of land, if you do it again, we'll put you in jail, it's over.
So you really
No,
think
there's no issue. There will be, and this is my personal opinion, there will be no real.
Well, that's weird, but we'll see. Don't forget to sign up for the BTM Crypto News Network. The new Kaspa.com DeFi interface is coming. Swap, pool, deploy, and soon led through one unified experience. Bring all the Kaspa together. Your entire Kaspa DeFi workflow all in one place. Kascom built for Kaspa and built for you. That would be nice, actually. L1 and token launchpad. Okay. Let me go to a quick video. I need to send an email and I will be right back. Breaking. Watcher Guru appears to be censoring posts related to Kaspa cryptocurrency on their Telegram. What? That's weird. And of course, there's no sound here, but that'll be on my X as well. First got in 2 cents a few years ago. I think it can retrace in a few days, then maybe go back up. Let people who been waiting for a pump exit. They're right, because every time it pumps, there's a massive pullback because these guys sell as soon as it pumps a little bit. So you're right, it's probably going to go back down. But I've got miners in the background, so I'm not going to buy anymore. But I might pick up some if the price goes low enough. Caspa's a top gainer in 7 days. It's just warming up. Study Cas, your friendly crypto in game. And this is Caspa's up 18%. XPX, XDC. I need to start doing research XDC, maybe do a quick video. World Financial, Bitcoin Cash, Solana, XLM, Quant, and XRP. Let me play this video real quick from, let me see which one is longer. What is this talking about? We'll hit this one and I'll be right back.
Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Might, actively escaping the matrix, scoping out the crypto ocean. So if you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
into the boat?
Crypto crew, Kaspa is often accused for the lack of marketing, and you can make a case as it comes with the territory of being a fair launch crypto project without any pre-mines, pre-allocations, and or backings of investors pre-launch. However, any objective mind cannot deny Kaspa's fundamentals and the recent upgrades that have defied what is possible in crypto, and with what is in store that will continue to shake up the crypto ocean. Even though Kaspa may not be perfect, any anti-Kaspa apologist is yet to articulate an argument against Kaspa from a technical or fundamental point of view. Then again, whenever KAS is brought up, one could always resort to the classic 3Ds: deny, deny, deny. That's the chat of Watcher Guru, which on X has over 3.6 million followers. If the price per Kaspa coin is bad, and it is bad as of the making of this recording, then why would anyone feel the need to silence pro-Kaspa sentiments? How is it that a project, according to CoinMarketCap, barely ranked in the current top 60 of crypto projects, has people shook? We'll let you be the judge, crypto crew, but there's more beneath the surface than the eye can behold when it comes to the story of Kaspa. Stay tuned, crypto crew.
Handle the truth.
Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Keep your Kaspa coins, bitcoins, and other crypto investments safe through self-custody. And in our opinion, your best option is the Tangem wallet. Plug and play, easy to use, and the most affordable cold storage out there. Now, for a limited time, you can get 20% off using codes CryptoCrew and WHFEXT10. Link in the description box below. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all.
Welcome to the FOMC meeting. The rate cut will be HODL your Kaspa.
Crypto Crew, this bull cycle is different, and the main reason is institutional adoption. It's one thing for a retail investor like you and me to be involved in a market that not too long ago was deemed as glorified gambling or even a scam. It's a whole different ballgame when big companies and even politics are getting involved.
Yeah, well, we had great meetings with the Democrats in the Senate and on the Republican side today. And the good news is that there's strong bipartisan support and will to get this market structure legislation done. It's important for America, and the 50 million Americans who've used crypto want to see it get done. And so one date we heard floated was, let's try to get this markup done before Thanksgiving. I think that there's 90% of the issues are already aligned on and agreed, and there's draft text going back and forth, a lot of great cross-functional collaboration happening. That last 10% are the remaining issues, and everyone committed to get in the room together and work it out, and hopefully we'll see some draft text or get it out of committee by Thanksgiving.
The Genius Act is focused on payment stablecoins. And so that's not really within the SEC's ambit of regulation, but it's really for the banking regulators as is appropriate. But the one great thing about this is that for the first time now, the United States government has put its stamp of approval on a very key and important, potentially very important digital asset that will, I think, help to lower costs, lower risks in the market, because we can now move towards an instantaneous almost settlement of payment versus delivery for securities, thanks to on-chain stablecoins. And that will help, I think, innovation and to really get our markets, and to be the best in the world.
This is an acknowledgement that distributed ledgers and crypto assets are no longer on the fringes, but are increasingly woven into the fabric of the payment and financial system. Now, before we hear from these innovators, I would like to touch on roles that the Federal Reserve plays to support the private sector. These include serving as a convener to solve coordination problems and operating core payment and settlement infrastructure. We are also looking ahead, conducting hands-on research on tokenization, using smart contracts and the intersection of AI and payments for use in our own payment system. We do this to understand the innovation happening within the payment system, as well as to evaluate whether these technologies could provide opportunities to upgrade our own payment infrastructures and to enable us to have deeper conversations with the industry on these new technologies.
And as of the making of this recording, despite of the bloody crypto ocean, I still believe the bull cycle isn't over just yet. Of course, do your own research, Crypto Crew. Speaking of big movers and possible institutions involved, whether you are bullish on Kaspa or not during these dips, the big whales continue to make their moves. Here's a timeline of Kaspa Wallet number one's recent accumulation. And the mystery of who's behind wallet number one still continues. Meanwhile, there's much speculation about the cores of this current crypto ocean with year's end in sight. Now, here's a clip from American investor Martin Shkreli, who about 1 year ago said a new Bitcoin could emerge.
Borrow money with debt to the point where if Bitcoin drops, he's tempting fate that he gets margin called and liquidated. And everyone here in this room, I'm sure, has been liquidated once or twice on Binance or TrueCoin or something like that. And markets can go down for 10, 20, 30 years. People thought the stock market would never go down. Stock market would go down for 18 years in a row. It was flat for 18 years in the 80s. Never went up until 18 years of digestion happened. That's enough of a lifetime for you to quit crypto. A lot of people quit crypto after one bad experience. Tell me you're going to be long Bitcoin for 18 years and just holding it. I'm a true believer. It's easy to be a true believer when Bitcoin goes from 30K to 100K. It'll make anyone a true believer. Will you be a true believer if it goes from 100K to 30K? That's gonna be a lot harder. It's all baked in the price now. Everybody knows about it. So like the only thing that can happen is if politicians are actually not telling the truth, which would apparently shock everyone, that crypto would sell off if that happened. Well, I'm betting that politicians aren't telling the truth, one. And then I'm betting that, all this sentiment's gone. I can't sit here and tell you that what's going to happen to any asset price 10 years from now, especially if that is such a weird asset like Bitcoin, where it's not based on cash flow. It's just sort of this like money flow and sentiment thing. Tomorrow, there could be something that blows your mind and my mind 100x what the way Satoshi blew people's minds. And we don't even know what it is. And it could come out. And then I could say, wow, this kills Bitcoin. That hasn't happened yet. It may never happen, but it could happen literally today. And I'd have to change my mind. So that's why predictions are really hard to make. I'm willing to short 10, $20 million of Bitcoin right now and then cover, when 95K or 90K, and then, make some money and move on. And just keep reassessing the situation, being flat on my feet and not, Bitcoin's going to go to $1 million no matter what. Around the Bitcoin 2024 conference, we were sort of planning this with Trump, and we were praying that Trump would give a speech and come to the conference in the first place. He did. We were also hoping that Trump would come out and say, I pledge that upon election, I will force the US government to buy $10 billion of Bitcoin or $100 billion of Bitcoin, whatever it was. He didn't say that. I was there. I was planning it. I was helping plan this whole thing. Cynthia Lewis said it, but Cynthia Lewis isn't Trump. And, when Trump goes in front of Congress and does it, look, Trump's done a lot of things over the years where he says X and then 2 years pass and he said, this is not the time. This is not the perfect time. I need to use my political capital on something else. And just don't be surprised. You might hear that. And if you've been around politics, that's how it goes. They lie to you. You walk out of the room thinking you're the smart guy. The politician walks out of the room knowing that he just fleeced you. So, hundreds of millions of dollars get donated to these guys. They don't do anything. So I feel like, we're being played for fools. If we think the catalyst is the government's going to buy our backs from us at double price, that's crazy talk. We've gotten a huge price increase in Bitcoin for a long time, and it's a gigantic asset to the point where even Sailor can't move it. So, it feels toppy to me. All this good news, SBR, Sailor buying billions. We're not breaking out. Everyone kind of thought once we would break through 100, that 125 would be the next stop, right? 150 would be the next stop right away. Bitcoin kind of feels heavy to me as a trader. It's just like, ugh.
Well, Bitcoin did break 120K, just below 130K. However, the mega bullish predictions made by some of the most influential voices in crypto have yet to be proven right as of the making of this recording at the end of November 2025. This crypto ocean is unpredictable, especially in light of the 4-year cycle, which has been broken since we haven't seen an altcoin season yet, nor the ultra bullish Bitcoin prices. This is why we need to continue to study this market and make educated picks so we can have conviction during the red days on this crypto ocean.
We're in the end game now.
And before we go, Crypto Crew, shout out to our partners at Blofin. I mean, if you are tired of exchanges freezing when the market's nuke, you want stability and a proven track record, which is exactly what Blofin offers. Since the current market is down and boring, Blofin came up with an exclusive event for you. You can sign up and get a $10 voucher plus a VIP One account for 30 days. Check out the link in the description box below. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace, and let's make some crypto waves. Say I.
The odds of a December interest rate cut are rising.
So shout out to who is this?
What's up, Crypto Crew, and welcome back.
Crypto Crew, your Crypto Crew about those updates. Let's see what we got here in the chat. Let people, I called the ZDEC bottom. I have a feeling about Kaspa to retrace a bit. Okay, you back on Kaspa. I thought you abandoned us because of price action. LB, what up with you, fam? No, I abandoned, bro. Look, I got a lot of cryptos to talk about. This is the Crypto News Network. I'm not just one crypto. Although I am pretty deep in the Kaspa, like you guys know, but I was kind of worried with the whole thing with the price dumping and then the development team and then all the people leaving. But I still got the Caspa's mind is running in the garage, guys. I'm not going to give up on Caspa. We are here and we are live, just trying to get the Caspa crew. You guys, been kind of missing an accent lately. Everybody doesn't know about Bitcoin and the crypto. He's fronting. It's not too late. It's when Bitcoin is 10 million. Yeah, Bitcoin, 90% don't even understand crypto, right? So they're still early on the crypto side. Can you please check what? Okay. So, yeah, you guys are still early. Let me double check. Crypto is not even on the map yet, guys. I've been this since 2010. 2 months ago was your last Caspa video. Caspa live. A couple weeks ago, actually. I did two Caspa lives. So I've been doing videos. I just ain't nobody checking with them, man. They effed up Caspa with all those scammy memes and failed swap decks like Rodex. I mean, I still got Caspa, the KRC20 tokens. My problem with Caspa is when the smart contracts got delayed. That created a bit of a problem. And from that, I don't think they ever recovered, right? So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And then the whole thing with the developers, and then Jonathan got the award that he didn't accept. So it's been a lot going on, right? But the project is solid. If we can just get the politics down, I think we'll be back on track. Let me see. They effed up. Maybe do a stream on virtuals or Tau, a AI live stream. Yeah, no, I'm been buying Tau because the price has been down. So you're right. Maybe I need to check on that as well. But yeah, I just wanted to shout out to the Caspa community, guys. Still here, still trying to figure out what Caspa's gonna do. And we're still running Caspa videos. Let's do Kaspa is up 16%. I wanted to do Kaspa FYI before I hit another video. Currently, current supply is 26.9 billion with a B. TPS is 8.7, BPS is 10.5. Currently up 19.2%. 24-hour trading volume 118 million. Market cap 1.3 billion. TPS is 530. As somebody mentioned, the TPS is down, way down. I don't know what's going on, but my little miner's cranking out, so we'll see. And this is what I've been worried about. Kaspa percent mined has been in the 90% for almost 2 years, at least a year, right? It started going off crazy and then it stopped. So I don't know what happened. It picked back up. I think Marathon got in, Riot got in, then it stopped again. So this is regular. I don't even know what this means. Kasha is the messaging system. Casplex, which I bought a whole bunch of tokens in that didn't really do a whole lot, is at 6. And KRC20 tokens is at 4. And I got a whole lot of KRC20 tokens, bro. A whole lot. A whole lot. If the KRC20 tokens pump, are multimillionaires. L2 network. Let me check something real quick. Let's see, you marketing prices changes. Okay. So we got Zealous. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm deep into Zealous. I'm not sure about the LG LF what LFG Kaspa Kaspa F KSPR Moonbound and Kaspa Finance. What? So it's a lot on the Kaspa network. They can just get the things back on track. So let's look at the top addresses real quick. So Kaspa currently has, it was like 5. Yeah, I'm about to say 134 can't be right. 539,000 addresses. Crabs added, lost 35 in the past day. Octopus added 24. Fish lost 8. Dolphins added 12. Sharks added 8. Whales added 3. And no change in the Aquaman. Let's go over to addresses. So it looks like this guy at 1 KAS. Seriously? Mexi added 5.9 mil won. 5-bit lost 18.7 mil won. Gate.io lost 37.2 million? What the heck? This guy added lost 203 Kaspa. Uphold added 309,000. No change on this guy. Actually, let's just look at the changes. This guy added 783,000. This guy lost 1.3 million. Kraken added 8.3 million and BitKit lost 4.6 million. Go back over to KRC20. Zbic will catch and outpace Kaspa. Watch. I was thinking the same thing because it is on the heels now. Conan of Kaspa is up 23%, bro. I got a whole lot of Conan. PPKS is up 10%. KREX is up 8%. Zealous is up 8%. Kaspi is up 6%. Nachos 6%. Kango's down 4%. Zealous is up 8%. Conan is up 23%. Slows down 18%. Number 1 is Nacho, up 6% to 5.5 million. 154,024 hours. Zales up 8% to 4 million. 59,024 trading, 24-hour trading volume. PPKAS is 3.7 million. 39,000 24-hour trading volume. Caspi's 1.2 million. 32,000 24-hour trading volume. Kango is 139,000 24-hour trading volume. Kango, the top Conan, actually. Top dog on Kaspa up 23%, 780,000, 53,000 24-hour trading volume. Casper 632,000 up, or 54,000 24-hour trading volume. Goach 226,000, 7,000 24-hour trading volume. Slow 75,000. What? 128,000 market cap. And Croak 100,000 market cap, up 70,000 24-hour trading volume. That's weird. Let me do this last little video with who is this? My main man Freeman Finance, and we'll shut it down for the day. What is this? What up, Peter? Kaspa's always been lying. I don't know to trust. It's solid 9, 10x for me though. Yeah, I'm making money with it. I don't knock the hustle, but there's been a lot of weird stuff happening in the Kaspa community. So Dr. Martin Hasselback, what are VPROGs and why is Kaspa rallying at this time? Overview Kaspa Prevogs. Yeah, I know it was a lot. I'm not reading all that. It'll be on the BTM Crypto Network. Let me finish this video with Freeman and we'll shut it down for the day.
Front of us on the chart. And it's a very good lesson not to marry your bags. And even if you have long-term conviction in something, don't get blinded by your conviction in that when the chart is telling us something very telling. And in this video, we're going to go over what the technical analysis showed us on a KAS. But before we get into it, I am not a financial advisor, and cryptocurrency is extremely risky. And if you understand that, click the like button and let's get into what the chart was telling us. Crazy to think that Kaspa was in the 3 cent range for like 2 or 3 days. Very, very crazy. But you can see now from the lows is rebounding. From this low right there, CAS up 20%. Markets look to be rebounding a little bit. I posted this tweet about Bitcoin a couple days ago. You can look at it. So far, it has played out well. Let's see what happens with the market. But the point of this video is to not look forward, but actually look back and see how we could all get better at technical analysis and what that does for us. So if we just go over here on TradingView and take a look at the all-time chart for Kaspa, you can see Kaspa did some amazing numbers during the bear market that nothing else did. 53,000% up. Crazy, crazy numbers. And we all thought it was just going to keep going up forever. No, but seriously, guys, it's you've got to be able to learn from this stuff, right? It's life. You have to live and learn. Okay, you have to take the bad things that happen or the missed opportunities that happen and get better at it next time, right? And so, one thing I want to show y'all. And I've talked about this a while, and I did talk about it whenever the price was up here, but still my conviction blinded me. As you could see right here, we had a big portion of a rolling top, and this up here marked the KRC20 launch. So right there, that was the biggest news that we had thought we had for Kaspa at the time, right? Kaspa being able to have meme coins, be able to have, essentially projects built on top of KAS, very bullish, right? But it ended up being a sell the news event, and for a couple of reasons that we can get into in a minute. But from a technical analysis standpoint, what I want to show y'all is what this rounding top really was. And whenever you're taking a look at a rounding top, it might not look like a perfect head and shoulders, but technical analysis wise, it's categorized the same exact way. And so you can see just like this, you have your head and shoulders pattern. But now, how do you tell how far it's going to drop when you see a head and shoulders pattern? Well, there's no exact science, but there is a technical analysis measure that I will show you. And whenever we come here, if you measure from the top of the head to what they call the neckline right there, you see this red, and then you take it to the breakout point right there. Bada bing, bada boom. What level is that? If we take a look, that's a little bit less than 2 cents. And if we draw this horizontal all the way over here to see if that matches up with any other levels historically, we could see it actually kind of does. It kind of matches up with some resistance right here. It kind of played support and resistance right here. And it came right around the liquidation wick that we had back on around October 11th. And so just being able to use something like this for technical analysis, if I would have said, hey, if we form this right shoulder and I get out, or maybe I shave a portion of my bags and do risk mitigation, then it would have saved me a lot of headache, a lot of heartache, and a lot of money, because could have bought 67% cheaper. But that is what history has told us. But the good news about this is we have hit this level with this liquidation wick, okay? And getting underneath 2 cents is very, very low, but we are fairly close to it right now. And the conviction remains the same with Kaspa. And just a couple updates that I want to go over. This is something that was posted around the dev in the Telegram. And you could see they talked about wallet number 1 accumulated more than twice the October block emissions in a single month. This is huge. Remember, Kaspa is proof of work. So miners get rewards in Kaspa, and all of those accumulative rewards were less than what wallet number one, who I have multiple videos trying to figure out who it is, if it's Wintermute, if it's Binance, if it's Gate.io, which we do not think it is anymore. But that right there is somebody with a lot of conviction or some type of entity, whether that be a market maker, whether that be an institution or an exchange that is really waiting for some big things to come for Caspa. And you can see right here, someone is positioning before an announcement. But then getting into some technical achievements, Tel Aviv meet up in November. Michael Sutton, Michael Sutton and Starkware together, not a coincidence. They're integrating STWO Prover into VProgs. Now, what does that mean? Yeah, I don't know either, guys, but we can read down and get a little more info. I'm not a big tech guy. Like, I don't understand the backsides of it, right? I understand over than basic, like more than basic, but I'm definitely not like a Vitalik guy. I'm definitely not, Michael Sutton or any of those people whenever it comes to really in-depth cryptographic knowledge. But once VProgs launched with STWO verification, Kaspa rolls out staking, not proof of stake. Stay with me. BTCFI style. You lock CAS to secure VProgs applications and earn yield from DeFi fees. If you come over here, this solves a security budget problem permanently. It's a triple incentivized model. So creates the first ZK native proof of work chain with actual smart contracts and sustainable economics. ZK is zero knowledge proof. That's the way that people can do transactions without being public. Here's an illustration I'll put up here, and it's where you know what the final result is and you can verify that the final result is true, but you don't have to know all the information in between. And this is very, very big in a time where we are very much focused on privacy. That's why you see Zcash doing extremely well. That's why you see a lot of these zero knowledge proof protocols doing very well. And it looks like Kaspa is working to integrate all of that. So even though the chart told us a story back in July of 2024 that I should have listened to, but I didn't, we have now hit a pretty low level right there. But these head and shoulders measurements, they are not a for sure thing. They could come up a little short. They could come up a little further down. But what I do like to go look for is look at other points of resistance or support over time that have played pivotal roles. So if we say, let's change this one right here to green, because that's where I would be unloading all of my cash. But let's see, never financial advice either. It's just what I'm doing. But you see right there, let's change that to red right there. So let's go through that one. And you can see we actually have broken underneath that level and we are trying to get back above it. So this would be a very, very bullish thing to see if we were able to get above this 4.3 cent level and hold above it, because it had acted as resistance right here. It acted as support right here, acted as support right here, and it's either acting as resistance now or it's going to break above that level. So that's something to keep in mind. But if we do keep dropping down, other levels that I will be looking at correlate with other resistances or supports. You can see right here the same thing. We had right here a resistance, and right here we had a support, and that is sitting around 3.2 cents. And the final one that we would have that I think is as low as it could ever go, which I do not even think it will go down there, is this level right here, which is a little bit over 1 cent. But the chart told us the story and I didn't listen to it. But the tech is continuing to evolve. We are at 10 blocks per second and the Kaspa community is as strong as ever. But I want to know, what do you think about this technical analysis? And is it something that you seen back then? Did you get out and trade it, or are you hodling with conviction? Watch this video up above. And if you're not a part of the Finance Freeman family, what are we doing? Subscribe. I love you all.
Front and center this hour, surging.
So shout out to Freeman's Finance and that update. And as well, thanks for joining. We're going to do a Zebek update shortly, but this is just a quick Kaspa update. Let's see what's going on here in the chat. Well, I'll paste Kaspa. That Mirage is moving, might hit a Billy short term. Really? We can definitely hit 2 cents. So, okay, but thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, let's get back to the money, guys, and stay dangerous. Miner out.